Sex and sexuality. Sexual sin hurts everybody. Marriage is to be held in honor among all, and the marriage bed is to be undefiled, for fornicators and adulterers God will judge. This affects everybody. Sexual sin affects everybody. It's psychologically damaging, and it influences couples, and it influences families, it influences kids. The purpose of sex is to bond a man and woman together, to help them become one, and to produce offspring, and then make the family function properly. That special bonding helps the family function, and it's supposed to be a special type of bond. Research shows that the more sex partners you have, the more likely you are to get divorced. And young people need to be taught this. We need to start teaching the young children, you sleep around, you're going to get divorced. That's it. Your values decay and erode. People who abstain from sex until marriage have a 90 to 96% success rate of marriage, compared to the average of 50%. Okay, that's like a 10 times better success rate. People who sleep around, they lose and erode their values that are needed for marriage. They enter marriage with a lot of baggage. They don't understand commitment. They haven't learned commitment. They confuse lust for love. They follow lust, and that causes adultery. They marry for the wrong reasons. And the partners they have are no longer perceived as a special and valuable person who is just for them. They're just another person they've been with. And so when issues arise, it's like, well, I'll just go get another one. Bye.
Here we go. Not to mention STDs.
Yeah. The people who succeed in marriage are the people who take their vows seriously. They treat sex as a sacred bonding activity. They value their spouse as the most special person, and virginity as a gift for them. They build their character to commit and to be righteous and to be disciplined. A godly desire to be faithful and to have sexual purity is one of the most attractive things a person can have. And it will attract the same kind of person who also has a good character. A functional marriage leads to happier, healthier, wealthier, and more satisfying life for the spouses, and that spills over the children. Children of single mothers have a greater likelihood of anxiety, depression, substance abuse, unintelligence, neglect, sexual abuse, antisocial behaviors, and criminal behaviors. Fatherless kids are 9 times more likely to go to prison, 6 times more likely to drop out of high school, and 12 times more likely to live in poverty. This matters.
Depends on if the mother is a Christian.
Of course, like there's going to, even within that, there's going to be a spectrum of success and failure, but this is just the statistics. Even a Christian single mother who doesn't have a father, their kids are most likely going to be worse off than a Christian mother who has a committed father in the house. It's just the way it is. And again, those kids are twice as likely to follow what the man teaches. Without a man, the kids have less direction, and the man sets a lot of those boundaries as the leader. Okay, women, like the best thing a woman can do if she really wants their kids to change is make the husband care. We got a lot of lax fathers who are just like, whatever, the mother will discipline them. No, the father has to step in and be the leader, because the kids are going to change faster when the father's putting that boundary on it. It's because men are bigger, stronger, we have a deeper voice. People perceive men as leaders, and why the kids follow the man in the household, like I said, twice as strong as far as measuring whether they're going to stay in the faith or not. When our values get thrown away, it affects our well-being in every way. And God labels fornication a sin for good reasons. It erodes our values that lead to marriage. So, and when you put all these things together, porn, divorce, values about marriage, values about divorce, headship, gender roles, they all play together and come together and create the foundation of our society. And it's no wonder that we've got an epidemic of mental health crisis, because the kids flourish with healthy boundaries. With healthy boundaries that are installed with love and respect, putting some good borders around, all right, here's the way of life and here's where you don't go. That allows for kids to be happy and healthy. And the fact of the matter is, liberal households have anxious and depressed kids with anxious and depressed parents. If you look at the research, liberals are anxious and depressed, period. They're more anxious and depressed than conservative people, because the conservative people are generally bringing on these conservative values that people need to flourish and be happy and healthy.